Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. So you may have noticed you weren't able to log into the game all day yesterday, and even for some it's been over 2 days. Oh, and before we get into things, well, you still might get the error, unable to start game client quit unexpectedly. You can click OK and then you can try click play again, and it's not working for me. I can switch over to preview, switch back to the main server, and we end up with a crash processing. Alright, we log back into the client. Again, we get patching. I believe it just did this. It was like 200 megabytes or so. Well, this time it's definitely a bit more than that. Yeah, like 400 megabytes. And we click play. And again, we're getting the error. They really did not fix it. Preview is also kind of broken. Error 4, attempted view is invalid. And here it wants to patch the live server again. They seriously broke something. Mirroring, click play, and yeah, now the game works for me. So you might be running into those issues. Even still, you can see the game's working for me because here it's loading. And yeah, we log in just here and our character is just here. That's correct. Now on the launcher, I do have in options enabled on-demand patching that'll allow you to have smaller patch sizes. And yeah, it just like have the game open. Why do you need to patch? Okay, now it crashes the game because I opened another client. So yeah, the issue's not fully solved, but in most cases you can still log in. So let's move on to all what happened and the responses and the information the devs gave us over the past days. Starting on the Thursday, April the 4th, we initially had issues where, yeah, people were encountering problems upon trying to log in just via the launcher. It was giving you an error, client error, and just not letting you log in the game. So Brett Norton, the executive producer, posts on Discord, as which we're going to follow, that yeah, they're having issues. People are having client crashes along with unable to log in, and they're hoping that their relevant servers will get fixed today, and they'll be compensating players for that downtime of not being able to log in. However, there were still quite a few players, like myself included, who were very well capable able to log in. I was able to also log into a friend's account and get their VIP key, yet they could not log in. I had some people saying they could log in on one laptop and not on another. It was bizarre. But a bit later than that, again, Brett Norton says they do not have an estimated time when they're going to have to do the maintenance to address that issue. And they're looking at a new build, but unfortunately it's taking them longer to deploy than they originally estimated. And they'll try to provide a time once they're more certain. Again, this is all my time, like 5:30 p.m. on that Thursday. Again, 2 days ago. Then a good 7 hours later, we're now at 2 o'clock in the morning my time, he comes along and says they apologize, they still have not managed to fix it. And on top of that, due to their said delays, they opted to bring all the PC servers down to ensure a more consistent experience for all players. Some players were able to log in getting crashes, others not able to log in, and others being able to play the game just fine. And I guess they'd take that as a bit unfair for the people who can't play compared to the people who can. But alas, they took the servers down, I was no longer able to do my questing, and now they're promising compensation packages for all PC players. And on top of that, they don't even have an estimated time when the servers are going to be back up, and not even going to be soon. They suspect probably at least over 4 hours. So nobody's able to play the game. For me, that's not an issue because it's freaking 2 o'clock in the morning. What am I doing playing the game then? I should be sleeping. But those of you in America, it's only around like 9 o'clock in the evening. Many of you around that time would be, yeah, getting back from work and actually playing then. But no, the game's unavailable. And to shed a bit of more light on what's going on, they did expect to be able to get a fix much sooner. But upon discovering what's going on, they found a bottleneck that was substantially slowed the development and broke most of their estimates. And so rather than extending them, they just decided to just bring the entire servers down and yeah, not make any estimated promises. And along with that, the issue is not really related to module 25. It's an unrelated internal server issue that actually hit multiple cryptic games at the same time, and they shouldn't need to do anything with regards to a rollback or something. This all again, 2 o'clock in the morning, my time. And then we get nothing until 12 hours later. So this is already the evening time, my time, and the game's still not available. They come out with this. They're still working on the issues. They got the servers up, but the clients were not updating properly, still needed fixing on that, so nobody is able to access the game. And yeah, they go on to say how many of their staff have been working long hours to correct the outage. But again, they still have no estimated time when the servers will be back up, due to apparently the unknown nature of the issues. And yeah, internally they're optimistic that the issues will be resolved today, that being yesterday. You can see 5:30 p.m. my time. That's a full day after when this was all announced to have become an issue, if not a day and a half since people are having the problems of not being able to log in. And yeah, to confirm, Neverwinter not closing. People are all going naysaying, making jokes and stuff, but they will be looking at some live event schedule updates along with downtime compensation. And then he makes an announcement. This is again still the Protectors Enclave Discord, that yeah, the servers are still offline. They will be compensating people and extending the April Fouls event by a few days. And of course, professionally, they thank you for your patience and they apologize for the problems. Nearly 2 hours later, they finally bring the servers back up. But they aren't announcing it yet, as they want to monitor how things are going and make sure if you experience any crashes or other issues to post the screenshots of the error if you can. And that's where he says they won't be making an official announcement just yet, as they want to stress test the servers. And again, he apologizes for the issues, and it's not like a real patch or anything. It's just some file correction that was causing login and crash issues. And as for the preview server for Neverwinter, many of us wanted to jump into the new trial and do some more training on that, but that was still unavailable. But yeah, they'll only get to that once the live servers are in a solid place. And yeah, people asking for compensation, that'll happen, but again, once the live servers are stabilized. Then there's a bunch of issues, people reporting getting some large patches, and yeah, that can be because your game just needs to rewrite a whole bunch of files, especially the larger ones, just replacing them to make sure that the fix was done. And yeah, they promise at least 3 days worth of compensation to PC players due to, nearly over 2 days you weren't able to play the game. But ultimately, again, he makes another announcement. PC servers are back online and compensations being pushed out. And no confirmed time of when the preview server will be back up. And then this morning, to confirm that the compensation packages were indeed pushed out. And yet, if you log in, you can see you may have got a mail, and it'll say login and patching issues. Attached to this mail are 4 enchanted keys, 300,000 astral diamonds, and a week of VIP. And these are awarded to PC players who have logged in since the 28th of March. 2023. It's as a make good for the recent login and patching issues. I sincerely appreciate your patience and hope you continue to enjoy playing Neverwinter. We can claim those rewards at a mailbox just like so, and that should go and extend my VIP when I actually use it. So 151 days, let's go and use it. There we go, 158 days. Correct. Very nice. That's basically 7 enchanted keys worth plus rerolls then on all my characters. And we also got 300,000 refined astral diamonds. I guess that's all right. And we did get an extension to the amount of days of the April Fouls event. It's got another 4 days added onto it so that it will end on the Monday of the week after next. So that, you should have enough time to get all the currency that you would have missed, let's say, in those 3 days that you could not actually access the game. What a mess, if I do say so. What a mess. Again, we aren't entirely sure what happened. They're not exactly explicit on that. But something server side, players couldn't really help with it with regards to their game. It was something the server pushed out a patch and broke people's clients. I know I never got this patch. People were reporting 2 gigabytes and a mess indeed. And yeah, on a side note, somebody did ask about the spider key, and that apparently has been fixed internally but won't be deployed until they actually have a proper patch. The update or the patch they had was just a file fix, not an actual update to the game or so server side client. You get what I mean. So hopefully this was somewhat insightful and enjoy your free rewards, but it was a bit infuriating not being able to play the game when you wanted to. Special thank you again to all these channel members for their continued support. We'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.